This is day 4 of our 5-day 2,000-kilometer motorbike trip around Cambodia, and we are heading from Siem Reap down to Pursat. This is honestly one of my favorite days of the whole trip, if I'm being honest. The scenery through here as we get closer to the Thailand border is incredible. There's hinterlands, huge mountains, and everything is green, all from the rainy season. Even the clouds rolling over in the ranges in the distance was fantastic. It's a beautiful combination, and out of the 5 days, it would have to be my second favorite of the days. The rain did catch up with us a little bit today, so I'll show you exactly how that went too. We've also had some more tyre issues with my mate's bike. Quick introduction if you're new here. I'm a guy in his late 40s who sold up multiple successful businesses back in Australia after 15 years. I did that to support my wife also in her decision to get back in her career over here in beautiful Cambodia. It was also to give myself a bit of a break in the process, really starting to focus on my mental health along the way. We started life over from scratch with a young family in Cambodia. So this channel, it's about what it's like to assimilate into a new country, find purpose again later in your late 40s, and also get more adventure out of life than I ever had time for running the businesses back home. So my mate and I are doing this whole loop on our BMW GSAs, getting out to parts of Cambodia most tourists never get to see. So day 5, the final day of the series, is actually my favorite of the whole trip. The scenery, the ride. One particular thing that I really love about it as well, which I'll keep until we show the video, and heading home after all that coming together, is what makes it probably the best day, except for the last section, which was entering Phnom Penh, which made me pretty glad that we're close to home. That one's out later this week, but for now, let's get into day 4, Siem Reap to Pursat. Let's go. Quick morning coffee for day 3. We're heading off to Ville Vang, part of the province of Pursat. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, please let me know. But that's where we'll be heading today. I think it's around about a 3.5 hour ride to get there. We've actually gathered another rider today. So there's going to be 3 bikes, 4 people, because he's brought his partner along, cruising down to the next section of this trip. Once we're there, we've got one more section which takes us down to Koh Kong, and once we're in Koh Kong, heading back the highway to Phnom Penh. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. It's been pretty good. The weather's held up for us, touch wood, it continues that way, but we'll see how we go. Siem Reap's looked after us as usual. Many hotels, and as I mentioned, this video here will show you the hotel we stayed at. I did a video on this one not too long ago. But coffee time on the bikes, let's get out of here. All right, we're about to shoot off from here. It's going to be approximately 200 or so kilometers. Thank you. Okay. All right, just coming out of the driveway. Yeah, just got to meet up with the other guy just out the front of the hotel here. He's got his luggage there, so we'll go up and catch up with him. So in Australia, we've got a mate of ours, Goldie. Love him to pieces, absolutely loving to pieces. But however, every time we go to book anything to go anywhere, he's always running late. And this newcomer here, which is old mate Tola's friend, is the new Cambodian Goldie, the one that we're still waiting for. He's telling us, just go. I'm like, no, we're going to sit here and watch you. Rushing to get all your stuff ready. It's actually almost midday, just to give you an idea. So it's not like we're leaving first thing in the morning. We've had all day to kind of get ready to rock and roll. This guy's still packing. Hilarious, mate. Anyway, let's go to the fuel station, get some fuel on these bad boys, and on to the next section. It's going to be around about, I think, 250 or 260 Ks thereabouts, and maybe a bit longer, but around about a 3.5 hour ride. Pretty simple ride today, so I'm looking forward to getting back to this next section. Ville Vang is where we're heading to. Looking forward to showing you that as well. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. Let's continue on for the trip around the northern part of Cambodia. Happy days. Well, hang on, 5 minutes later, we're still waiting. We should hopefully be going pretty soon. Just heading out of Siem Reap traffic here. Let's cut around here.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth. I can take what I need to get by. doesn't make it easy. The other piece of my heart moves slow, somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I am whole again? Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone. Wait, hold on, put me together, take me back where I belong. I want it all. I had a feeling, but the feeling is all gone.
Just had a quick pit stop again because old mate's tyres started going flat, so one of those puncture kits didn't work.
Same spot that he fixed yesterday.
Same spot he did yesterday, it's popped out. So along roadsides in here, so we're basically on a big main thoroughfare, little clouds coming over, you'll find these little shops and they're mechanics, and there's heaps of them all the way through here. So now I'm kind of getting an idea. You can pull in here and Google Translate my tyres stuffed and they should be able to fix it up, but hopefully it should be just a quick patch up and then we're back on the road. I think we're only around about 40 minutes out from our next location. Looking forward to getting there. It's a really hot day. It's like 38 degrees at the moment, so rainy season still gets really, really hot. We do have some dark clouds, but they've been around each and every day, so we'll see how we go. I think it should hold off for the next 40 minutes or so, but you never know. We've had our luck for the first 3 days. Let's see how the next 2 days goes.
Tăng lọt.
There we go, it looks better. That looks tighter than the one yesterday. Oh, that one looks a bit tighter than yesterday. One way to find out. Well, we finally got caught in the rain. Well, I did. I think we've actually gone different directions because I've missed them for the last half an hour, 25 minutes. Bit wet, but to be expected. And look, we've gone 3 days without any rain, and it's looked like this each and every time. But it's finally caught up with me. So I've just pulled into the Caltex station and just waiting for the other guys. This was the next meet-up spot. I may have gone a different way because I have not seen, and I was flying through those streets trying to catch up, and they must have taken a different turn. Anyway, I'm sure they're not too far away. I'm just going to kick back here, relax, and dry off a little bit. And I'll just put my actual raincoat back on for the remainder of the ride, which is not too far. It finally did catch up with us anyway. So just pulled in for a quick coffee and a bite to eat, and realised we've done a miscalculation. What we thought was only going to be an hour from here is actually going to be 3 hours from here. and it's already 3:30 in the afternoon because we left later, thinking that it was only an hour after this stop, so you know, get there around about 4:30, perfect timing. But no, we're not going to get there till 6 or thereabouts now. So shit. Raining, dark, happy days. Anyway, let's get back on the bad boys and continue the journey. 3 hours from now, we should be checking in. See how we go. Tell you what, riding through this part has probably been the highlight of the trip so far. We've been on the road. We've been on the road for probably around about, well, this is our day 4 or day 3. But this through here, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Riding up to these mountains, as you can see, my visor is completely fogged up, making life a little bit difficult. And because of the smoke, a little bit of smoke, but also the mud, the dirt, humidity, rain, it's just kind of, it wipes off a little bit, but just smudges it. So I've got around about 45 minutes left in the ride. The two behind me, I've left them. We were going along like that dirt road part there, and that's kind of why I left them behind. They were going super duper slow. I think going over those bumps, if you go really slow, every single bump feels 10 times worse. Go a little bit faster, you kind of glide over the top. So that's one thing I learned from the ride that I did in Vietnam. How beautiful is this, man? How beautiful is this? Seriously. It's unbelievable. I love it. This would have been so good during the day. I would have got the drone up in the air. Would have had that following us through, but you know, that's okay. I've got you, I've got me, I've got the bike and the road ahead of me. Sometimes that's all you need, just to enjoy life in itself. Alright, we've got about 40 minutes left to go. 40 minutes left to go. I'm actually missing the first half of the State of Origin, and I did mention this to the crew. Wednesday night, I have to be in front of a TV with internet to watch the State of Origin. It's very important. And of all days, we've got the calculations wrong of how long it's going to take. And here we are on a motorbike, and it's already kick-off. Oh my God. I don't know if you can see this in the camera up here, but the mountains that I'm looking at right ahead of me, I don't think the cameras will be able to do it justice if I'm being completely honest, but oh my God. They look absolutely amazing. Amazing. Wow. I know I'm not going to be able to zoom in enough to see this, but this part here, this section of Cambodia is absolutely beautiful. We're coming up close to the Thailand border now, and that's what I noticed with this trip, is that when we're on the Vietnam side, it's a lot of greenery, very dense, jungly style. Then you go up to Laos, it's a bit drier, and then now we're coming in Thailand with the hills, the green, things like that again. So it's amazing how kind of the contrast of the landscapes change as you're cruising around different parts of the country. Anyway, I'm going to focus on this ride. Let's continue on. I'll see you at the next accommodation. Wow, look at that roundabout. Elephants. How cool is that? Huh. Right, so we're coming to this would be one of the last towns we're going to come into before we hit where we're staying. And I think the province that we're staying here is Pursat, and Vientiane is where we're going. Right, another little town in the middle of nowhere. We're right near the Thailand border, if I understand this correctly. So I'm pretty sure that's where we are. Not right next to it, but close enough to we're kind of on this side of Cambodia, near the Thailand border. Yeah, wow, it's just like a little village. Cool. Yeah, well, I've lost the guys. I don't know where they are. They're probably a fair bit behind. But, you know, we'll just continue on, see how we go. Well, we have arrived at the hotel. Now, I will say, it's a pretty nice hotel. It's in the middle of nowhere in a really cool spot, but though it's got a nice big central area, there's no kind of bar, you can't get beers here. I don't think there's any food here. But the room itself, let's see there. And tomorrow morning, I'll bring the drone up and I'll show you where we're located. It's pretty cool. But this is me watching the State of Origin on my phone.
Very little numbers behind the football in the early.
Anyway, back to the game.